Good Tuesday morning. All eyes on the Middle East,
with mounting questions over just how long America's mission could last. It's March 10th. This is Today. Mixed messages. President Trump fueling new uncertainty over the war with Iran, hinting an end is coming before vowing to press ahead just a few hours later.
We've already won in many ways, but we haven't won enough.
The back and forth leading to a wild ride on Wall Street and big swings in oil and gas prices.
To fill it up, it's about an extra $15, $20 in the tank.
We're live in Washington and the Middle East. In court, the two men accused of throwing homemade bombs near the home of New York's mayor now facing federal terror charges. Just ahead, what they allegedly told investigators about ISIS, the chilling attack they carried out, and their hopes that it would be deadlier than the Boston Marathon bombing. Hurry up and wait. Another day of long lines expected at the nation's airports.
We tried to allow a little more than 3 hours to get here.
The spring break rush now colliding with that TSA staffing shortage during the partial government shutdown with no end in sight. We'll have the very latest. Here comes the sun. Record highs expected across the Midwest and up and down the East Coast. Al's got everything you need to know about this early taste of spring and today's new threat of severe storms facing tens of millions. Surprise settlement. Live Nation reaching a tentative deal to end a high-profile case accusing the concert giant of being an illegal monopoly. But officials in some states already saying it does not go far enough.
The goal will be actual, meaningful change for a mom or a dad who wants to take their kid to a concert.
This morning, where the battle goes from here and what it could all mean for the future of ticket prices and your favorite concerts. Those stories. Plus, he's back.
Kelce first down and more. Kelce touchdown.
Travis Kelce, one of the NFL's biggest stars, set to return for his 14th season. We'll take you inside his long-awaited decision and what's next for him both on and off the field. Then, Super Tuesday.
Everyone calm down.
The final trailer is out for the next Super Mario movie, and we are throwing a party on the plaza to celebrate. Today, Mario Day, Tuesday, March 10th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Greg Melvin from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And a very good morning to you. Welcome to Today. So glad you're starting your Tuesday with us. Hoda back in for Savannah while she remains with her family. We should probably explain what Mario Day is. Okay, you take the M and the A and the R from March.
and you add the 10.
The 10 from because it's March 10th. So if you look at
that, you can't see it; it's too far away. But anyway, MAR 10.
We'll explain Mario Day later, and we will celebrate on the plaza as well. Our top story, though, once again, the war with Iran. And what's being called mixed messaging from President Trump this morning, referring to the conflict as, quote, very complete Monday afternoon. Then about 3 hours later, telling reporters, quote, we're going to go further.
Okay, those earlier comments causing stocks to close up more than 200 points after a major plunge to the start of the day. But gas prices remain on the rise, hitting a $3.54 a gallon overnight.
Also overnight, Vice President J.D. Vance attending the dignified transfer of the 7th U.S. service member killed in the war. The Pentagon identifying him as 26-year-old Army Sergeant Benjamin Pennington of Kentucky. We've got it all covered for you this morning. We'll start with NBC's chief White House correspondent, Peter Alexander. Peter, good morning.
Craig and Hoda, good morning. With growing concerns the Iran war could last for some time, President Trump now says the fighting there is going to end, in his words, very soon. But when pressed for more details, the president said it would not wrap up this week, promising more strikes and warning Iran that the U.S. will hit them so hard they'll never be able to recover. This morning, President Trump touting successes in the Iran war.
We're winning very decisively. We're way ahead of schedule.
As he and his advisors send conflicting messages about how long the war will last. Over the weekend, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth told 60 Minutes.
This is only just the beginning.
And on Monday afternoon, the Department of Defense posted, quote, "We have only just begun to fight." But around the same time, the president told CBS News, "I think the war is very complete, pretty much." And soon thereafter said this.
I think you'll see it's going to be a short-term excursion.
Short-term. Short-term.
While also adding that the U.S. would not relent.
We've already won in many ways, but we haven't won enough.
Later in the day, he was asked whether the war was just beginning or complete.
Well, I think you could say it both. It's the beginning of building a new country, but they have no Navy, they have no Air Force.
Adding that Iran's leadership is largely gone.
We could call it a tremendous success right now as we leave here, I could call it, or we could go further, and we're going to go further.
Hegseth this morning saying the war is not endless and any timeline is up to the president.
Now he gets to control the throttle. He's the one deciding. It's not for me to posit whether it's the beginning, the middle, or the end. That's his, and he'll continue to communicate that.
President Trump is also facing scrutiny for a strike near an Iranian elementary school in the first hours of the war that killed more than 170 people, mostly children, according to Iranian officials. The Pentagon says it's investigating.
I just don't know enough about it. I think it's something that I was told is under investigation. But tomahawks are used by others. Whatever the report shows, I'm willing to live with that report.
But experts say the U.S. is the only military in the war that uses Tomahawk missiles and say it is likely an American Tomahawk missile hit the area near the school. President Trump also now warning Iran to keep oil flowing in the key Strait of Hormuz after the country overnight threatened to stop it. The president later posting that if Iran's leaders did so, quote, "death, fire, and fury will rain upon them." And amid reports that Russia is providing intelligence to help Iran target U.S. forces in the region, President Trump said on Monday that he had a good call with Russian President Vladimir Putin, urging him to help end the war in Ukraine. And on the fighting in the Middle East, the president said Putin wants to be, quote, "very constructive." Craig?
Peter Alexander from the White House. Peter, thank you.
Meantime, there's been a new wave of attacks overnight across the Middle East. NBC's chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel is in Tel Aviv. He's got that part of the story. Hey, Richard, good morning.
Good morning, Hoda. Oil is now at the center of this war, with Iran claiming this morning that it targeted an Israeli oil facility near the city of Haifa in retaliation, it said, for Israel destroying oil depots in Tehran. More relentless attacks this morning on and from Iran. While President Trump is saying the country has been brought to its knees, Iran is still firing, targeting oil-rich Gulf states to drive up gas prices to create economic pressure to stop the war. With new strikes overnight on Bahrain, this drone hitting a high-rise in Kuwait, an explosion at the UAE's consulate in northern Iraq, and firing barrages of missiles at Israel. Prime Minister Netanyahu overnight appealed once again to Iranians to rise up and cast off the yoke of tyranny. But so far in Iran, the only people allowed to rally in the streets are government supporters celebrating the selection of Ayatollah Mojtaba Khamenei as the new supreme leader, replacing his father, assassinated by the U.S. and Israel on the first day of the war. No signs of the anti-government uprising President Trump has also called for. But outside the country, the Iranian women's soccer team caught the world's attention by refusing to sing Iran's national anthem at a match in Australia. Iranian state TV branded them traitors. On the team bus, they were seen flashing the universal sign for help. Crowds chanting, "Save our girls." Australia granted asylum to 5 team members who escaped. Others are returning to Iran, worried their families could face repercussions. And this morning, supporters tried to stop them from reaching the airport. But in Lebanon, no help is being offered, only more attacks that continue to escalate. Israel and Hezbollah are trading fire, killing hundreds so far and displacing 500,000 people, nearly 10% of the country's population.
Iran's attorney general this morning said that the returning members of Iran's women's soccer team have nothing to worry about, that the government understands the circumstances and that they will be welcomed home. Hoda.
All right, Richard Engelforth there in Tel Aviv. Richard, thank you.
As we mentioned, the war is continuing to impact drivers here at home. In fact, take a look. The national average for a gallon of gas hitting $3.54 overnight amid a roller coaster ride for oil prices. NBC's Camila Bernal joins us from a gas station in Los Angeles where commuters there are really feeling the pinch. Camila, good morning to you.
Hey, Craig, good morning to you. They really are feeling it. It's been a roller coaster. But if we base it on oil prices, then maybe we could have some good news here at the pump. It was whiplash Monday. We started with a barrel of oil at $119, ended the day with $86 a barrel. That is unprecedented in terms of a single drop in one day. Now, what does that mean for you, for your pocket, for any time you come out here to a gas station? Say you drive, for example, a large SUV, 28 gallons. That means that last week you were paying about $84. This week you're paying $97, maybe even more. That's about a $13 difference. That is not easy for a lot of people. If you drive, say, a sedan, a four-door, a Camry, for example, the increase is of more than $6. So if you're on a budget, if you rely on these numbers to stay a little bit more steady, it is not going to be easy for you. Now, in terms of what we saw this morning, the national average at $3.54. That is 6 cents more than what we saw yesterday and 43 cents more compared to what we saw last week. So again, just a very dramatic increase in terms of the prices. And like everything, it's all about location, location, location. So if you're in the middle of the country, starting in the Dakotas all the way to Louisiana, consider yourself extremely lucky because you have the cheapest gas prices at around $3 when we're talking about an average. If you're in California, like where I am today, you're not going to be liking it because it is more than $5 here at this gas station, $5.79. So buckle up. Craig?
$5.80 for a gallon of regular unleaded is bonkers. Camila Bernal for us there in L.A. Camila, thank you.
Also this morning, we are learning more about the suspects accused of throwing homemade bombs near the official residence of New York City's mayor. It happened during protests there over the weekend. The two men have now been arraigned in Manhattan federal court. NBC's Sam Brock was there and joins us now. He's got the latest. Hey, Sam.
Hoda, good morning. Federal prosecutors unsealing a 10-page complaint painting a horrifying picture of that attempted attack. According to the document, one of the suspects telling the FBI he wanted to carry out an attack, quote, bigger than the Boston Marathon bombing. Investigators say that the men voluntarily professed their admiration for ISIS and came here to New York just an hour before the attack, armed with explosives.
In chaotic moments unfolding outside the New York City mayor's mansion.
And then tell everyone else.
Video shows 18-year-old Amir Balat jumping over a demonstrator and launching an explosive device the FBI says failed to detonate, rattling authorities for what could have been.
These were ISIS-inspired actions. And it is chilling that they wanted to do something more than the Boston Marathon, more than 3 deaths.
The two suspects charged in Saturday's thwarted attack at Gracie Mansion, 19-year-old Ibrahim Qayyumi and Balat, who flashed a sign largely seen as supporting ISIS when leaving a Manhattan police precinct Monday, now facing a slew of federal counts tied to terrorism.
The defendants are charged with attempting to provide material support to ISIS, using a weapon of mass destruction, transporting explosive materials.
The FBI and NYPD say the teens ignited 2 devices and repeatedly referenced the terror group after their arrest, with Balat requesting a pen and paper, according to the complaint, and writing, "I pledge my allegiance to the Islamic State. Die in your rage." Police say it was one of their many hair-raising references to terror.
As Qayyumi was being placed into an NYPD vehicle following his arrest, a person in the crowd asked why he had done this. Qayyumi responded with ISIS.
On Monday, authorities scoured a storage unit in Pennsylvania they say is tied to the attack. A grateful Mayor Mamdani, who was not at Gracie Mansion when anti-Islam demonstrators sparred with counter-protesters, praised the NYPD's courage.
They faced a chaotic situation that very quickly could have become far more dangerous.
An attorney yesterday representing Bilal told us that he's 18 and he's got some complicated stuff going on in his personal life, and there is a lot to figure out about this young man. He did not deny that his client tried to detonate a device. During yesterday's court appearance, lawyers for both men requested they be placed in protective custody, guys, and it is incredibly lucky that in all of this, nobody was amazingly seriously injured.
You're right. Thank you, Sam. Thank you.
Well, another chaotic day is expected at the nation's airports, with passengers once again facing long wait times just to get through security. The delays caused in part by a TSA staffing shortage amid the ongoing partial government shutdown that is now it's colliding with the spring break travel surge. NBC's Tom Costello covers aviation. Tom is at Reagan National. Tom, can we expect some relief today? Will it be any better?
You may expect some relief today. By the way, it's really airport specific, right? No problems right now at Reagan National. And this is a heavy spring break week for colleges. And then in the coming weeks, we'll have the elementary, high school, middle school kids and families. But right now, colleges, we've seen heavy lines, for example, in Houston. Not as bad here at Reagan Airport. It all comes down to whether TSA officers show up for work. And if you're an officer, you got a choice to make. You're working without pay. At a certain point, do you show up to work because maybe eventually you will get paid? Or do you go drive for Uber because you got to put food on the table and get the kids to school and feed them today? In the meantime, Republicans and Democrats are blaming each other. For a lot of travelers this week, the longest part of the trip isn't the flight. It's waiting in those long, slow-moving TSA lines.
Get up and get here early.
At Houston's Hobby Airport, those lines have been snaking out the main terminal, down to the baggage claim, and all the way out to the parking garage. The airport is warning TSA wait times could be 3 hours or more.
We tried to allow a little more than 3 hours to get here.
I've been waiting in line for about 2 hours now.
Got nothing else to do but wait. The same story at MSY in New Orleans.
Wait. It's long.
And at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport in Atlanta. The TSA's funding expired 3 weeks ago after lawmakers failed to reach an agreement on ICE protocols, triggering a partial Homeland Security shutdown. The White House released a statement blaming Democrats for the shutdown and airport staffing shortages. Does it feel like your industry and the people who work in it right now are the political pawns in this showdown?
Oh, yeah. Every time there's a political battle over whatever the issue might be, they keep coming back to the airlines and, more importantly, the American traveler to kick around, to have some sort of leverage.
During the last government shutdown last fall, TSA officers missed 3 paychecks, then waited a full month for their back pay. This time, they've already missed half a paycheck, and this week, they'll miss another, with no end in sight.
Almost every single TSA officer lives paycheck to paycheck. We are here to serve the American people. We just ask that the elected officials in Congress do their job so we can do ours.
Despite the travel hiccups, many passengers say they're keeping their eyes on the prize.
At the end of the day, we're going on vacation, so, you just focus on the positive.
Yeah, vacation sounds pretty good. Okay, so what should you do if you're traveling or if your kid is traveling and they're in college or what have you? The TSA app, I got to tell you, yesterday it said, and it still says, it's not being monitored. However, I am getting right now updated wait times at airports nationwide. So go to the TSA app. Separately, go to the airport's app or website, and very often they will list what their delay times are, what their wait times are nationwide. It really is airport specific. You can't say all airports are running 3-hour delays. That's just really not what's happening right now, Craig.
All right. Tom Costello from Reagan National. Tom, thank you.
7:19. Let's get a check of the weather from Al. Hey, Al. Morning.
Hey, guys. Well, unfortunately, good morning and good morning to you. There are probably going to be some airport delays due to our weather. We've got strong shear helping the storms develop in the Ohio River Valley, heating in the southern plains, going to spark strong storms. There's an enhanced risk down through much of Texas for tornadoes, damaging hail, 3.5 inches in diameter or more. Also up into the upper Midwest from Kansas City to Chicago. We could be look at this area here in pink, stretching from Chicago, Cleveland, all the way down to Del Rio, Texas. This is where we could see EF2 tornadoes or stronger, especially overnight. We're going to be watching that tomorrow. This late late day front extends all the way from New York State into Texas with locally heavy storms. And again, another risk of severe weather from Cleveland all the way down to Houston, New Orleans, Washington, D.C. as well. Tornadoes, 1-inch hail or more. Then Thursday, it moves up and out of New England. Some wet snow may mix in before it's all over in parts of the mid-Atlantic and Northeast. Heaviest rain, though, going to be down through Texas with upwards of 3 inches or more. We're going to get to your local forecast coming up in the next 30 seconds.
It's a beautiful morning. All right, this is what you needed. 7:30. Look at that. Look at that beautiful beach shot from the Outer Banks. It's already in the 60s there. That's Avon, North Carolina, which is the start of what's going to be a spectacular day here on the East Coast. Money cannot buy the feeling you get when you look at that image right there, Carson. You think so?
Absolutely. If I woke up, put my flip-flops on, we better enjoy some of this warm weather while we have it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's going to get chilly again, I think, at the end of the week. We'll check in with Al in just a bit. But first, this half hour, big news for music fans as the Justice Department and Live Nation, the parent company of Ticketmaster, reaching a settlement just 1 week into a closely watched antitrust case.
So what does that settlement mean the next time you buy a concert ticket? NBC's Savannah Sellers here with a closer look at that. Hey, Savannah, good morning.
Hey there, good morning. So Live Nation and the DOJ are meeting with a judge in a Manhattan courtroom today to likely make this official. Now, both sides here say the deal will help consumers by providing more choice. Critics, though, disagree, and that is why many states are still fighting, arguing frustrated fans deserve more. This morning, Live Nation is the one settling its bad blood with the Department of Justice. The parent company of Ticketmaster had been accused of having an illegal monopoly with control over every aspect of the concert business. From artists to venues to tickets. Don't turn off now. But just a week into its landmark antitrust trial, the two sides now reaching a tentative agreement that avoids breaking up the world's largest live entertainment company. Instead, a senior justice official says the deal will drive down prices by offering more choice. According to the settlement agreement, Ticketmaster must allow rival companies like StubHub and SeatGeek to sell primary tickets using its ticketing technology and cap some of those frustrating service fees at 15%, but only at Live Nation-owned amphitheaters.
We could see service fees lowered because as concert venues have more of a choice in the ticketing platform they want to use, theoretically different platforms can compete for that business.
Live Nation says it's also created a $280 million settlement fund for damages. Writing in a statement, we are putting more power where it should be, with artists and fans, though it's unclear who will see any of that money. Scrutiny of the company reached a fever pitch in 2022 after that meltdown with ticket sales for Taylor Swift's Eras Tour.
I've been in this queue for over 3.5 hours and I have not moved.
And other pricing problems have continued from Bruce Springsteen's new tour.
Prices are $700 and up for the cheap seats.
The Harry Styles Madison Square Garden residency.
Why are they so expensive?
And the fight is not over yet. 26 states and the District of Columbia plan to move forward with suing Live Nation despite the DOJ settlement, saying more needs to be done.
What would that look like? Meaningful change?
We think ticket prices are too high. We think the junk fees that get tacked on are unlawful and need to go. And we think artists need to have more freedom to decide for themselves where they want to perform.
I mean, it seems like there are just still a lot of questions surrounding this settlement. But do we know at which point, like, fans may start to notice a change in ticket pricing?
Yeah, so the biggest change that you're going to feel from this particular settlement is that service fee being capped if you are seeing a show at a Live Nation venue. So that's going to stop at 15% relatively soon, though, as I mentioned a moment ago, this is still getting hammered out today in a courtroom. However, what is not addressed and what is really the big issue here for fans and why things are so expensive, that secondary market. When scalpers or bots buy up all those tickets, then those sky-high prices, Live Nation has pointed to that. This does not fix that at all.
Well, my friend Yosef, who goes to a lot of concerts, makes a good point about the bots. Like the fact that you can have these computer programs that can snatch up hundreds
immediately.
Right.
As soon as it hits the market and then they're setting those prices and pushing them way higher. There's not really technology to fix that because it's not regulated. It's not the artist saying, I don't want my prices going that high. It's there's only so much in the market there.
It's got to be a better way. All right. Thank you,
We need
Svan.
new bots to take on the old bots.
Yeah, take them down.
Yeah, bots on bots. Guys, thank you, Savannah. Appreciate it. Coming up, we're going to kick off our Mario Day celebration with the new trailer for the highly anticipated movie and the star that's set to bring Yoshi to life.
But first, he's got a hit podcast. He's got a wedding to plan. So is Travis Kelce ready to put football in his rearview mirror? We got brand new details on what the NFL superstar's future holds. Coming up right after this.
We are back, 7:39 this morning on In Depth today. NFL star and podcast star, Travis Kelce.
Yeah, he's been keeping people guessing on several fronts this winter. One, if and when he's going to be returning for his 14th season in the league. And then, of course, when will he get married to his famous fiancée?
Well, this morning, NBC's Morgan Chesky joins us with the answer to at least one of those questions. Hey, Morgan.
Yeah, guys, just one and good morning. NFL offseason notorious for causing all sorts of speculation. But when it comes to Mr. Travis Kelce, all signs do point to another big year in Chiefs red. NFL insiders report he is currently finalizing a one-year deal for a chance at a 4th Super Bowl title, all as he plans for that very big wedding.
Foles firing, end zone, it is caught. Travis Kelce for the touchdown.
For 13 years, Travis Kelce has amazed and excelled on the gridiron.
There it is, the all-time Chiefs leading touchdown receiver.
And this morning, the future Hall of Famer not hanging up the cleats just yet. His hit podcast New Heights posting yesterday, quote, Travis Kelce is back with the Chiefs for year 14, along with this video.
I'm thinking I'm back.
The Athletic reporting, according to league sources, that Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs are working to finalize a one-year deal worth up to $15 million.
If the terms of this deal are true, what does that say about the Chiefs this season?
It says that the Chiefs are, back to trying to win a Super Bowl. I think they recognize the importance of Travis Kelce to this offense, the special and unique connection he has with Patrick Mahomes.
Last season, for the first time since 2014, the Chiefs missed the playoffs, with Kelce, who turns 37 in October, fielding questions about his future.
I think there's a lot of love for the game that's still there.
There's also Kelce's busy life off the field.
And look at me now.
He's snagged multiple endorsements, movies, and TV appearances, along with the rest of the family. The Kelce's also building a successful podcast empire. Travis hosting New Heights along with big brother Jason, who faced his own retirement journey 2 years ago, leaving the Philadelphia Eagles. Now spending more time with his family, the youngest members even making cameos on the podcast.
Love you, Uncle Tappy. Okay, baby.
Of course, there's Kelce's relationship with pop superstar Taylor Swift. A love story leading to a whole new kind of fan embracing the Chiefs star. The power couple sharing they were engaged last August. But no word just yet on when or where they plan on tying the knot.
All right, Morgan, so we got the one question answered. What are his teammates thinking about his big news?
Yeah, before New Heights confirmed the big news, Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes may have signaled what's to come here in an Instagram post featuring Kelce and Mahomes sharing the field as they've done so many times before. Meanwhile, number 87, of course, staying busy as ever. He's now part of more than 130 national ad campaigns, making it clear, guys, he is a great addition to anyone's team here.
Wow.
Oh, that's a lot.
Wow.
100. By the way, Morgan, thank you. I mean, Mahomes coming off the injury. Then they signed Kelce for a one-year deal. Picked up Kenneth Walker yesterday.
Are you optimistic about
the Chiefs?
chances?
They want to make a run. Yeah. Clearly, they want to make a run. So
we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
Well, he's back.
From football to a forecast, Mr. Roker.
That's right, guys. Well, it is so warm out there. We actually saw dolphins yesterday in the East River. This is near Randall's Island. Yeah, absolutely. There are a couple playing around, having a good time out there. And believe me, we would not do this on purpose if it wasn't real. Anyway.
He just showed the video for the joke.
Exactly. Come on. It was a long drive, but it was worth the time. All right, we got more warm weather. First of all, big high pressure over the southeast. Jet stream is up to the north and low pressure between the two. So that is going to just pump up warm air. Temperatures today, New York City, we could see 75 degrees today, 26 degrees above average. New Orleans, 84. Denver, 17 degrees warmer at 72 today. today. We're looking at Philly tomorrow in the mid-70s, 77, same in Cincinnati and Memphis. Jacksonville, 90 degrees. Don't get too used to it, though. Temperatures will start to come back to earth in more seasonal conditions. Hartford, you'll be in the mid-40s by the weekend, mid-50s in Baltimore by the weekend. Detroit, you'll see temperatures in the mid-40s. Still not too bad. Even Nashville looking pretty good, though. By Saturday, you're up to 76 degrees. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. That's your latest weather. Hashtag PSSB.
All right, guys, we got a little Pop Start sneak peek. As we mentioned, today, March 10th, is Mario Day. That is MAR10, as Hoda pointed out at the top of the show. If we take a look outside on our plaza, you can see the crowd getting ready to celebrate already, and the Super Brothers have delivered a little gift in the form of a new trailer.
Oh.
The Bowser name shall be feared once more. Oh, no!
Everyone calm down.
Toad, pack our things.
Let's go.
Mexico!
Oh, princess, you're going to regret that.
Looking good, but there's more. A second Mario Day present. It was revealed that the voice behind Big Screen's Yoshi is none other than Grammy winner Donald Glover, who's one of the most talented young men out there. Donald got his start. Tina Fey hired him to write for 30 Rock here at NBC. When he was 23 years old, that led to Community. For 5 years he was on. Then he created Atlanta on FX.
Oh my
Grammy winner. This is an EGOT type.
Childish Gambino.
Wow.
Yes, Childish Gambino. So there you go. Super Mario Galaxy movie from our sister company, Universal Pictures, hits theaters April 1st, and we're going to have more Mario Day fun in the next hour.
Cool. All right. Happy Mario Day, JBH. Happy Mario Day.
Y'all, I didn't know Mario Day was a thing, but your morning boost is on the way, and it's a special one for all those girl dads out there. Craig, Alan Carson, you're going to love this one. But first, these messages.
All right. JBH has brought a boost.
Okay, I'm bringing you a boost, y'all. This is for all the dads out there. Have you ever heard of pints and ponytails? This class, which is held at a British bar, is helping fathers connect with their daughters.
Welcome to
Pints and Ponytails. Smooth the hair back. We're going to open up.
This is only the second time that we've hosted this event, and a lot of you doing it alone as well, not knowing who you'd be meeting. It takes a lot of guts and courage.
So it's testament to you as dads wanting to be here, to learn a new skill, to create a deeper connection with your daughter. Did you have a beginner's class?
That's a great idea.
That is genius.
How to do hair. How to do hair, pints and ponytails.
Drinking. Learning how to do hair while they're drinking?
Yes. Maybe.
Hey, hold on, hold steady. They should bring that to this
By
side
the
of
way,
the pond.
Hoda and I could probably use it too.
By the way, I'm the worst.
Right?
Yeah, the worst.
we
A
don't know
lot
how
of
to-
moms got it. We don't got it.
They're always like, why don't you know how to French spray?
No, we don't.
We don't.
I used to take Courtney's head and just divide it in 4 quadrants. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right.
Over, around, pull, you're good.
Are you a good grader?
I use YouTube. I have, There's lots of how-tos.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do it with a pint next time. That's a good idea, though. Just ahead, he told us he was back on Popstar. Big news out of Hollywood on Arnold Schwarzenegger's plan to return to one of his most iconic roles. That takes us all the way back to the early 80s for this one. A lot more coming up on that, but first, quick check your local news, weather, and these messages.
Get to the chopper.
It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, mixed messages. This morning, new questions about the war with Iran and how long it will last.
We've already won in many ways, but we haven't won enough.
Amid a wave of new strikes and rising gas prices, we're live with the very latest. Then, spring has sprung. Record high temps expected across the Midwest and up and down the East Coast, while millions brace for another round of severe storms. Al's got that full forecast. And Joshua Jackson live. The beloved actor stopping by to share an important health message and reflect on his friendship with co-star James Van Der Beek.
But I actually came to sort of like her as a friend.
Our conversation just ahead. All that, plus the stars of Peaky Blinders live in Studio 1A.
Perhaps someone should explain to him who I am.
Tinkerbell comes to life.
Are you guilty or not guilty? Guilty.
And let's sit down for a glass half full.
What are we toasting to?
Life. Just life. Today, Tuesday, March 10th, 2026.
Why don't you love me?
From Erie
Chesterfield, Virginia.
Ankeny, Iowa. Seattle, Washington. And Britain, Alabama.
Hey, why you gotta go?
Hello to my dad.
Here, Wisconsin.
Hi, Five Sisters. From Texas A&M. From Houston, Texas.
Well, hello right back at you there, Houston. Good to see all of those smiling faces celebrating Mario Day. We'll explain exactly what Mario Day is coming up in just a few minutes when we head outside to spend some time with those folks. Hoda here, of course, while Savannah continues to spend time with her family.
It's always nice to look outside and see all the yellow ribbons
Yes.
for Savannah. And I was telling her I was giving a speech the other day, and there was an ocean of yellow ribbons for her. So she's on our hearts and minds at all times.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is indeed. We do have a lot to get to this half hour. Let's start with your news at 8 o'clock. And we are going to begin with the war in Iran and growing questions this morning about how long America's mission will last. Some accusing President Trump of delivering a mixed message about that timeline. Let's get the very latest now from NBC's chief White House correspondent, Peter Alexander, there at his post. Peter, good morning.
Craig, good morning. President Trump says the U.S. is winning decisively and insists that the mission is way ahead of schedule. But he and his advisors are also sending conflicting messages about how long this war will last. After Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said this is only just the beginning, President Trump yesterday told CBS he thinks the war is very complete. He later announced it's going to be a short-term excursion, but then said we're going to go much further. Hegseth this morning said any timeline is up to the president.
He's the one deciding, he's the one elected on behalf of the American people when we're achieving those particular objectives. And so it's not for me to posit whether it's the beginning, the middle, or the end. That's his, and he'll continue to communicate that.
Of course, another key pressure point here, oil prices now up more than 50 cents in just 10 days. The average gallon of gas nationwide, $3.54. Californians paying a lot more than that. Overnight, Iran threatening to stop the flow of oil through the key Strait of Hormuz if the U.S. attacks continue. The president later posting that if that happened, quote, death, fire, and fury will rain upon them. President Trump says he's disappointed in Iran's selection of the Ayatollah's son as its next supreme leader. This morning telling Fox News, I don't believe he can live in peace. Craig.
All right. Our chief White House correspondent, Peter Alexander. Peter, thank you.
Let's turn now to the weather. More than 50 million people at risk for severe storms today, from the southern plains to the Midwest. Tens of millions of others, though, enjoying an unseasonably warm snap. Let's bring in Al for the latest. Hey, Al, morning.
Hey, guys, good morning, and good morning to you. And we've already got some of those showers and thunderstorms developing down through Texas. That's going to be one part of this wide swath of dangerous weather stretching from Detroit all the way down to Del Rio. 53 million people at risk, strong tornadoes possible, wind gusts of up to 75 miles per hour, but stretching from Del Rio, Texas, Wichita, Quincy, Indianapolis, Chicago. We do have this area where we could see EF2 or stronger tornadoes. We'll be watching that. Then tomorrow from Washington, D.C., Pittsburgh down to Houston, we're talking about, again, strong storms, 49 million people at risk for wind gusts of up to 60 miles per hour. Heaviest rain is going to be down through southern Texas to central Texas, where we could see 3 to 5 inches of rain. Guys?
All right, I will come back to you in just a few minutes. Thank you, buddy. Some scary moments yesterday for passengers on a United Airlines flight out of Newark. That plane was headed for Jacksonville, Florida, but it was forced to turn around shortly after takeoff after striking a bird. The crew reported a cracked windshield and a possible pressurization issue. The plane landed safely back at Newark, and fortunately, no one was hurt.
To the World Baseball Classic now. Team USA is still undefeated after a big third inning last night in their game against Mexico.
His first time. Harper with a good lead at first. Strokes one the other way. Back towards the wall. There it goes. Aaron Judge strikes first for Team USA.
There you go, Aaron Judge with a 2-run homer, putting the U.S. on the scoreboard first. And then moments later, Roman Anthony added a 3-run blast. Team USA holds on to win 5-3. So tonight they'll face Italy with a spot in the quarterfinals on the line.
It's been fun to watch that. It's like the World Cup of baseball. Let's go.
I missed it, but I'm glad I know now.
Let's go.
All right. We've got our news covered. Carson, how about some pop start?
All right, guys. Everybody loves Ryan Gosling's return to SNL and Harry Styles. Little surprise appearance there. But just ahead, we're going to introduce you to the night's real star with special ties to our home here in Studio 1A.
All right. Looking forward to that. First, though, we're going to sit down with that guy. There he is right there. Beloved actor Joshua Jackson is here to share a really important health message. We'll also catch up on his busy life on and off screen. We'll be right back.
In some ways, somehow in there, I not only stopped disliking her so much, I actually came to sort of like her as a friend. At first implies that your feelings for Joy have somehow grown beyond the friendship stage. That's good. So that's exactly what I meant to imply.
We are back with Joshua Jackson, and also back with the late James Van Der Beek in Dawson's Creek, that little hit show that turned the young actors into stars. When it premiered nearly 30 years ago, and this morning Joshua is here with us to talk about his involvement in a campaign to help spread awareness about cancer screenings. Joshua, welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me back.
First of all, it's hard to believe it's been 1 month to the day almost that we lost James Van Der Beek. Yeah. Have you processed the loss of your friend and fellow co-star?
I mean, I think it hits in a variety of different ways, and so for me as a father now, I think the enormity of that tragedy for his family hits me in a very different way than just as a colleague. So I think the processing is ongoing.
I was able to spend some time with him in December out in Texas, and those 6 kids of his and Kimberly as well. One of the things that really struck me about him, and we were just talking about this, he seemed to be so at peace. He seemed to be so at peace with the life he had lived, with perhaps what was to come. He just really seemed to be at peace.
So one of the things that I think, I mean, as I've been thinking about this, as you can imagine, quite a bit, he and I shared this amazing time where that clip comes from at a very young point in our life, right? And it was formational for us, and I know both of us look back on that time with great fondness. But I will also say that I know that I'm really just a footnote in what he actually accomplished in his life. And partially in that interview that you did, partially in conversation with him, he became what we used to just call a good man, right? A man of the kind of belief, the kind of faith that allowed him to face the impossible with grace. An unbelievable partner and husband, right? Just a real man who showed up for his family. And a beautiful, kind, curious, interested, dedicated father. And so while on the one hand that's beautiful, and I think he did lead a very good life and he was a good man, it is also, you know, the tragedy of that loss for his family is enormous.
And that's one of the reasons you're here today.
That is indeed. Yeah.
You know, James would have actually turned 49 over the weekend. That's the age where a lot of folks, especially guys, really need to start having conversations with their doctors. They need to get their body checked.
That's right.
You've teamed up with AstraZeneca. You're a paid spokesperson for AstraZeneca. And there's this really cool new ad. I want to show the ad, and then we'll talk about it on the other side. Here it is.
Hi, I'm Joshua Jackson. And no, I'm not a real doctor, but I am an actor who's played one on TV. And this is Gritty. Do you know what we're here to talk about? Cancer.
It's great. It's great. I mean, it's a great ad. Gritty, of course, the mascot for the Philadelphia Flyers. What was it, besides working with Gritty, what was it that made you want to get involved in this particular campaign?
Well, I'm at the age, right? Like so many people, my family has been touched by cancer. Obviously, when James got his diagnosis, and now I'm thinking about a contemporary of mine going through something like this. And when the AstraZeneca folks reached out, I also have a lifelong connection to hockey.
Yeah.
And, you know, I didn't realize the number is 65% of people, right, in our age cohort haven't gone out and gotten tested, haven't started the conversation. So that's where the idea started. I also like that they wanted to do something that was a little bit light, because this is not a fun conversation.
Correct.
It's kind of scary. And so one of the things that I think is so great about the getbodycheck.com website is that it not only will give you providers in your area, it also gives you a list of questions just to get the conversation started. Because I think it's so hard, right? Like, nobody wants to walk into the doctor's office and get into this conversation. So for all of those reasons, and I like cheesesteak. What can I say?
But I do find it does seem as if we are living in a time where more people are starting to at least have those conversations, which I take some solace in that.
Right. I think the testing and screening has gotten better.
Yes.
Right? So we have more available options, but it is also true, the earlier you find something, the better your possible outcomes are. And I don't know about the guys that you know, but the guys that I know, like, guys don't like to talk about this.
No.
We don't like to go to the doctor.
No.
We don't like to deal with this stuff. And in a lot of ways in your life, like, that stiff upper lip thing can be helpful, but in this, it's not helpful at all.
It can be deadly.
Yeah.
Let's talk work for a moment here, because you're one of these actors. I feel like ever since Mighty Ducks, you've worked nonstop. You've worked nonstop.
Yeah.
And now you're reuniting with Katie Holmes.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's called Happy Hours.
Yeah, we did that. We did the first one last summer. Yeah.
And you play her love interest,
Yeah.
and it's going to be 3 parts?
We're hoping for that. So, so we made the first part already, and she's cutting it together. Well, right now she's on stage in San Diego doing Hedda Gabler. If anybody is in San Diego, you should go see her.
Okay.
And she'll finish cutting it, and hopefully we'll get a chance to make the other 2, because she wrote this beautiful love story in 3 parts, and we got to do that last summer, which was so much fun.
It was cool getting the band back together.
I mean, there are these people in your life, right? So that time in my life is, I think, what most people would be like their college years, right? And there are these people in your life. She's a lifelong friend now. And for us to be able to go back and get to do this again, and honestly, for her to create that space for us was kind of magical.
You're Canadian American, they tell me.
Yes. I mean, I'm Canadian, yeah.
You're Canadian American.
Yeah.
We're claiming you.
Well, the complicated, yes, I've lived here for more than half my life.
Yes.
But I was born and raised in Canada, and for the Canadians watching, you'll understand. And also, my father left my family really early, so I had no connection to the American side until I moved down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my question was about the hockey
Was
match.
that heavier than you wanted?
No, I was going to ask when you were watching the gold medal game. No. When you were watching the gold medal game,
brother.
How did you square
I'm Canadian.
Oh, no.
So I'm watching the gold medal game. I had a group of the guys from back home. We're like on a text chain because, you know, it's 5:30 in the morning here on the West Coast. I've got my little baby, right, who still comes in to snuggle with me. So she's right here, and I'm watching.
Your American baby.
My American baby, who. This killed me. So I'm watching the game. I've got it on mute, right? And I'm trying not to, like, wake her up as I'm like, overtime's killing me. She then wakes up and says, Daddy, why are you so stressed out? And I was like, oh, you don't remember that game I told you about? And like, well, we lost. And she goes, yeah, I'm American, so I won.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
She's 5.
We start him young in America. Always good to have you.
It's good to see you.
Always good to have you. What a fitting tribute to your friend, and what a great thing you're doing as well in terms of raising awareness.
Yeah, so go to getbodycheck.com because it is really an amazing site. It's an amazing service, and yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thank you for giving me the time.
Thank you, Joshua.
Check us out, Sirius XM Channel 108, Off the Rails live today at 1.
Oh, it's
right now, live.
Pop Start. Wow. All right. Let's get right to Pop Start, guys. We're going to start with Peter Pan. A new project is on the way, all about this tiny troublemaker.
What's a kiss?
Oh, well, I'll show you.
Oh! Stop! Stop it, Tink!
All right, for their next live-action movie, Disney is about to think tank with a project in the works about Peter Pan's fairy friend. Apparently, the writing, producing team behind Friday Night Lights is set to work on the Tinkerbell movie. That's right, from football to fairies. They do it all, but high quality. That should be good. Next up, Arnold Schwarzenegger, after more than 40 years. Do you guys want to try and guess which role he's going to bring back?
Terminator.
Let's take a look.
Crom, I've never prayed you before. I have no tongue for it. No one, not even you, will remember if we were good men or bad, why we fought. died. No. All that matters is that two stood against one.
That's right. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Conan the Barbarian, everybody. Over the weekend, the actor told fans at his Arnold Sports Festival, if you were in Columbus, Ohio, that he got Top Gun and Mission Impossible director Christopher Quarry on board for a third Conan installment. According to The Hollywood Reporter, he told the crowd to look forward to some pretty great special effects, and if McQuarrie's involved, you know there's going to be some good stunts in there, too. Conan is back.
Wow.
All right, next up, Saturday Night Live. Live from London this time. A new crew coming together for the first British spin-off of the series.
Live from London, it's Saturday night. The new faces of Saturday Night Live UK have arrived.
Wow.
I bet that's going to be good.
The cast getting ready for their first show set to debut in Britain on Sky One later this month. Good news for us here stateside. SNL UK is going to stream next day on Peacock, so mark your calendars for March 22nd. While we're talking about SNL, we want to show you a quick clip from this past weekend's monologue with Ryan Gosling and special guest Harry Styles.
Is that Harry Styles? Come on, what's going on with camera 2? What's going on? Oh, okay.
Well, we know camera 2 pretty well. That's our very own Anthony making that hilarious SNL cameo.
There he is. He's not rocking the shirt today.
Yeah, where's your I Love Pop Start shirt?
I love Hoda's shirt.
You can change Harry to Hoda pretty easily, I guess. Next up is Hillary Duff. Good work, Anthony. Good work. Hope you got paid for that, by the way. The pop star has made it to the Today Show Plaza Concert Hall of Fame with this dance going back to 2007. Hillary's iconic moves from her performance of With Love happily lives on thanks to the internet. Last night she stopped by The Tonight Show wanting to share some of those secrets of all that choreography with Jimmy Fallon. Let's see how that went.
Sit. We're driving the car, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
This is good.
And we're gonna go foot.
Okay.
And then
2.
this one first. Okay, and then you're gonna knock your knees in.
Oh boy.
There we go. Now we're throwing our head to the side. Twist your arms up. Twist your arms down. Push your butt out.
I'll tell you what, she's having a real moment.
She is.
Wow.
She really
She's all over the place. Good for her. Yeah, you did pretty good. Moves. Al, you want to give it a shot?
No.
Okay. You want to test out those knees and hips?
No.
Okay. Good addition. Next up, new edition. Can't do this one without a little throwback. Oh, it takes you right back. The R&B superstars of the 80s just might be making their way to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last month. New edition among the 17 nominees for the class of 26. In a recent interview with The Globe in Boston, Bobby Brown sharing his sweet reaction to that news, saying, just knowing that our prayers are being answered and everything is going to be going in the direction that we had hoped for and wished for and all the hard work, it's a great thing. We're really happy to be part of this. We'll keep our fingers crossed for those guys.
New edition's got to get in.
Yes.
Straight ahead, ladies and gentlemen, Oscar winner Cillian Murphy returning to the world of Peaky Blinders with help from another talented star, Rebecca Ferguson, part of that universe now as well. They'll tell us all about it after a quick check on your local news and weather. We are back 8:37 with two of Hollywood's most talented actors. For 6 seasons, Oscar winner Cillian Murphy brought the iconic gangster Tommy Shelby to life in Peaky Blinders. Well, now, 4 years after that series finale, the story continues on the big screen in the highly anticipated film Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man. Set against the backdrop of World War II, it finds Tommy's pulled into a dangerous new chapter with Rebecca Ferguson joining the cast as a, shall we say, mysterious Romani medium with deep ties to the Shelby family and Tommy's son.
I'm Carlo Ciriclo. In Romanese, it means black bird. Todas de rocas romanes. That will help. So you slept with my sister. Stowe Gypsy Fair? 1914. She had your baby, Duke.
I know all about the baby and the man he has become. I left you my kingdom.
No, you abandoned your kingdom and you abandoned your son. He wasn't ready for it.
If it's money he wants, I gave him enough. Hear me?
You hear me? Welcome back, Killian, Rebecca. I mean, we were just talking about the film. You were saying that particular scene there, there was no heat?
No.
Yeah.
You were in this house and there was no...
It's called Chalk Abbey, so it's a heritage house, so it belongs sort of to the state, basically. So we weren't allowed to have fires. We had security people sitting in every corner making sure that we weren't sort of heating sort of radiators or anything.
Wow.
Freezing. Hot
Quite
water
authentic.
bottles.
Looks good. You can see the breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been 4 years now since the series wrapped up, if my math is right. For folks who love the series, and it has quite the cult following, explain where the movie actually picks up.
So the movie picks up in 1940, at the beginning of the Second World War, and Tommy has kind of isolated himself from society and from his family. He's kind of rattling around this big house, and all these demons and these ghosts and all his kind of, I guess, past misdeeds come crashing back into his head, and he's struggling because it's the first time he's actually stopped. And then Rebecca's character comes in to that world and kind of drags him back into...
Defibrillate him into action.
Defibrillate him into action.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
You're new to the ecosystem that is Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Were you familiar with it before you took on the role? Were you already a fan?
I think it's hard to not be familiar with a show that is so successful.
Well.
I'd seen 1-2 seasons. It's a dedication. But what I love is, and we've said this, and it's not just to promote the film, you can watch it without having seen the 6 seasons.
You
but
can.
you also said it so well, you will have 36 hours of backstory if you do.
Yeah.
But you also kind of want to go back and watch it when you've seen the film. So
Yeah.
they merge really well together.
I watched this series when it was on. Tommy Murphy is really complicated. Doesn't even really do it justice to describe his character.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about that character specifically that has resonated with so many people? First in the series and now with this film.
Yeah, I get asked this a lot. I think ultimately it's because it's excellent writing. Really, really excellent writing. And when you play a character over 6 seasons and 36 hours, you can really go deep and really excavate all the kind of contradictions. And I mean, he's a man who's been formed by his experiences in the First World War, so he's deeply, deeply traumatized. And that's great foundation for drama, because he's just off.
Yeah.
He's no respect for authority. He feels like he's unafraid of death. So it's just a brilliant starting point for a character.
Really quickly, I got to ask you about Silo.
No.
Season 3.
Yeah.
When are we going to get it?
This summer.
More specifically, give me a date, give me a
I
time.
can't give you a date. Okay.
What can we expect, though?
15th of July. 1500. No, I don't know. But it's in the summer. It's coming out.
And what can fans expect?
I mean, it does get oddly better and better. I find it is unusual for shows to grow and to sort of advance in the stories.
Yeah.
I find they usually just kind of fall out. But
Peter
this
out.
one gets better and better.
And you're doing something with Daniel Craig, I hear? They just told me this morning.
That's right, a movie with Damien Chazelle and Daniel Craig and Michelle Williams. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I turned it down.
She wasn't available.
I wasn't available. I said, Michelle, you take this.
Next time. Next time.
Yeah.
Is there a title? Is there a working title?
No, I don't believe there is, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe you would tell me the truth, Killian.
I absolutely would.
All right, Killian, thank you.
Thank you.
Rebecca's coming back. We're going to chat more with Rebecca in our third hour. And again, Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man. It's in select theaters, and it hits Netflix on March 20th. Carson.
All right, guys, thanks, Craig. Appreciate it. If you've ever wished you could just carry less stuff in your pockets or purse, you're not going to want to miss the multitasking accessories that Melissa Garcia is about to show us. But first, this is Today on NBC. Welcome back. No outfit is complete without an accessory. Just ask Shop Today lifestyle and fashion contributor Melissa Garcia. She's here with her favorite problem-solving accessories, all of them under $40. Get ready to scan that QR code with your phone. Get a great deal. Where do you want to start? Right here, Melissa.
Okay, we're going to start with these because this time of the year you need a layer, right?
Yep.
You need a lightweight layer. You're getting rid of your coats, and these are amazing. So these are wraps. They are so comfortable. They're lightweight, but they're warm. They don't wrinkle. They're wrinkle resistant. They come in a ton of colors. It's one size fits most. And I love that you can wear it open or you can pull it through the little tab. There I am wearing it closed. They're so cute. You can dress them up. You can with like a dress. You can wear them with a pair of jeans.
You know what? They're super soft like a cashmere, but there is a little bit of weight to them in a perfect way.
Yeah, and this is great to like leave in the office because the AC is blasting, or in here because Craig likes it very cold.
Yes, he does.
Or you know, when you're going to the movies or a restaurant and they're in the morning when you're walking the dog. So these are really great.
I love that. All right, what is next?
Okay, so this is so cool. So this is
How
the
these little
accessory.
rings work?
Okay, so this is you never knew you needed this. We have one over there. So this basically is a little ring that you can put either on your bag or your backpack or just keep inside. And you open it up and you'll see right here, it hangs your bag for you wherever you need it. So how many times are you traveling or you're in an airport and you're in a bathroom, there's no hook. The worst thing you want to do is like put your bag on the floor. So this is the perfect thing. You can hang it on the end of a counter, a door, a chair if you're at a restaurant, wherever you are, even like a backpack for a guy. These are great. Love these.
I also think you can hang like one grocery bag off that too if you're shopping.
Yeah.
Does it hold some weight? Because some people have some pretty heavy purses.
Yeah, it holds up to 33 pounds.
Oh, great. Excellent.
Says, which
All right,
is
what are
great.
these little charms?
Okay, so these are actually really cool. So these are little lights that are custom for your bag. So you can put it either in your purse, in your backpack, because a lot of times you have a big bag and you travel a lot. In big bags, you can't find anything inside.
Oh, that's genius.
So this you just leave inside, you tap it, it goes on, it stays on for 25 seconds,
you don't have
and then it
to,
turns off.
hassle for your phone to try and turn on the flashlight on your iPhone?
Exactly, and it's rechargeable, so you don't have to deal with batteries, which is great too. These are really cute, and they're just really useful.
All right, love that.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Okay, so these are adorable. So these actually just look like really modern architectural bracelets, which I have one on too, but they're places that you can pop your hairband. So you have daughters, they're always wearing hairbands.
I wear those on the weekends to have a hairband.
Hairband,
yeah. So what do those do?
So these basically make it look pretty. It looks like a bracelet. There's one in there.
I didn't even see that.
Isn't that cool? So you basically put your little hairband on the bracelet.
Turning it into a little fashion accessory.
And you turn it into a little fashion accessory.
Oh, that's cool.
And then it doesn't leave the indents in your arms. It comes in rose gold, gold, or silver. It's stainless steel in a pack of 2 or 3.
$13, great price.
So good.
Use that QR code you want to get in on this deal. Everything under $40.
Yes, everything under $40. Thank you.
All right.
So this is jewelry hacks. So these are great. So you're getting a set of 20 pieces here. So you're getting these magnet enclosures. You're getting 8 of these, which is great for people who either have issues with their hands, like they can't manipulate the clasps themselves, or if they have arthritis, or if you're just home alone and you can't clip it yourself. These are little magnets that you attach, makes it super easy. Then you have extenders too. You're getting 10 extenders to make your jewelry longer if you'd like. And then you also have these, which we have, I think, some B-roll of. These are layering connectors. So us women like to wear lots of layers with necklaces, and sometimes they get tangled up.
Okay.
This will keep it nice and separate and laying beautifully and perfect.
All right, we got less than 30 seconds for the final two.
Okay, less than 30 seconds.
This is for sweat and a hat. You pop it in.
Yes, you pop it in for golf. Yes, and also for women, makeup. You don't want to get makeup on the inside of your hat. You don't want to get sweat.
Do you chuck these? Are they disposable?
Yeah, they're disposable,
Okay,
and they come in packs of 3, 6, 12, or 25. I love these.
Love the phone holder.
And then
So what are
a phone
these?
holder, yeah. So this just makes life easy. This holds up to 8 different cards. It's also RFID protectant, so all your electronic information stays safe in here.
Nice.
Really easy to use. Has a magnetic that it just sticks right onto the back of your phone with the magnet.
Love
really
that.
strong, super easy. And you don't want to carry a bag all the time, especially in the summer and spring when it's
Under
nice and warm
20 bucks
out.
too. Great price
Yeah.
there, Melissa. Thanks again. Shop these items, scan the QR code, or head to today.com/shop. Coming up next, glass half full. We just learned we got a brand new podcast from our friend Craig Melvin, where he brings out the bourbon and gets people really talking. But first, this is Today on NBC. Thanks, Melissa.
We're back 8:51. It's an exciting day because Craig is launching his first ever podcast.
That's right, appropriately called Glass Half Full. And you got a little sneak peek for us?
I think we do. Every morning, we get to interview really fascinating people from all walks of life under the bright lights of Studio 1A. But for this podcast, we went for a change of scenery for conversations that are longer, more relaxed, and often pretty surprising. Welcome to the Bourbon Bar in my basement. It's a special place.
This is also where I hang out with my real friends in life. We come down, we bond over
a nice glass of the brown nectar of the gods, and we solve the world's problems right here. Now, I'm inviting some people you know. Cheers. To toast the moments they say changed their lives. From television super producer Shonda Rhimes.
The defining moment in my life was the moment when I decided to say yes to everything that scared me.
Comedian Jim Gaffigan.
My mother dying was a big watershed moment where I was like, we don't know how long we're here. You gotta go for what you want.
And many more.
We have a lot in common collectively. But then you get to a point where you forget that the camera's on. It's like you're just having a conversation with a friend.
We try to peel back the layers and reveal more. Comedian Roy Wood Jr.
The moments where growth came in my career, they were not moments where everything was being wonderful. They were moments where I was most scared, but also most courageous.
Actress Regina Hall.
Are we talking about you becoming a nun, or are we talking about you almost getting married? Okay.
No, we're talking about me becoming a nun.
Basketball Hall of Famer Carmelo Anthony.
It's a professional league. You're dealing with millions and millions and billions of dollars.
So you think we should just scrap collegiate athletics? We should just stop pretending?
We should stop pretending.
I'm not the type of guy that would be on the cover of Rolling Stone. You know what I mean?
Why
it's
not?
like, because I'm too sexy. Greg, I'm way too sexy.
Sometimes you'll find me talking to guests in person. Shaquille O'Neal.
What are we toasting to?
Life.
Just life.
Me making you look bad on your own podcast.
That's how we're gonna start this. That's how we're gonna start. Okay. I think that we live in a time where everything's like this. I think the pendulum's starting to swing. There's a real audience for people who want to connect through storytelling, through laughter, through tears. And this is the perfect medium for that.
This inflection point is why we're calling it Glass Half Full. We are in the middle of a moment.
Would you say you're a glass half full?
Half full, for sure.
I would say glass half full.
I'm a glass half empty guy.
Half empty.
I think I'm a glass half full kind of person.
Half full, half empty. Whatever half you fall into, the bar is open. So let's discuss.
Cheers.
Huh.
Look at you.
Congratulations.
By the way,
You made it look like it was so much
let's
fun.
make these empty.
Cheers.
Thank you.
I love the
Cheers.
concept. I love it all.
You know, it's interesting. Because God knows we don't need another podcast in the world. But when someone approached me, I was like, actually, I enjoy having the 4 or 5 minute conversations we get to have live on the show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It would be nice to be able to spend 40, 45 minutes talking to someone, digging deeper. And it's...
And a little liquid courage doesn't hurt.
By the way, that was part of the motivation. Sure. So about 15 minutes in, after a few sips, I'm like,
real conversation starts freaking
loosen
out.
up a little bit. Be a little more
How does
Seth
Meyers
segment he does on his show.
day drinking, yeah.
I think it's cool because, look, you've interviewed all those guys before. I bet you coming out of these interviews, you had a whole different understanding of Shaq,
Yes.
of Regina, of
Yes.
all these people who you've talked to before.
When you can sort of peel back the layers and figure out what makes someone tick, like what makes them successful, it's for me at least, it's one of the most fascinating parts.
A lot of
the job.
layers for Shaq to peel back. You also, what we know about you recreationally is that you like bourbon and you make candles. Did you consider Wax On with Craig Melvin?
Oh, maybe that's the second podcast.
Well, maybe it's Wax Off.
By the way, first 2 episodes of Glass Half Full available to watch on YouTube. You can listen on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts.
All right,
Thanks,
cheers.
brother.
Way to go. Way to go.
Thank you.
We're back with the 3rd and 4th hours after this. I don't like
She's
bourbon.
no, she doesn't.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.